So how long does a bottle of bourbon stay fresh after it's been opened? Well, quite different than wine. You open up a bottle of wine, day or two, sock to dies, it's done. Bottle of bourbon is quite different. First of all, you first open a bottle of bourbon, a lot of people say, and I've seen this to be true, where it gets a chance to breathe, it actually improves after it mixes with air. So that early stage of oxidation actually improves it. But then over time, after a bottle's been opened, and certainly a bottle like this, which is at least 3/4 of the way down, if you leave it like that for a significant period of time, maybe 6 months, a year, some people say 2 years, but I don't even know about that far, then it's not that it necessarily spoils, but over time, maybe the flavor will be a little flatter, maybe not as sharp as when you first opened it. So basically, as in what I do with my bourbons and what you should do in general is whether it's full, or 3/4 down or whatever, you store it in a cool, dark place, and we know all those rules: no direct sunlight, cool temperature, nothing extreme, all like that. But there's another trick also. So, of course, a bottle like this, I have this Knob Creek Single Barrel Select, 3/4 down. I'm going to be looking to finish it, and we're going to be taking a pour of that in a second. But you could also do something else, which I have not done. But I am kind of like, I'm always thinking about, wow, this bottle is, 3/4 down. I got to finish it. You could technically put this into a smaller bottle. You want to go extreme, like the little handshake bottles, the samples, so like 2 ounces, but something maybe, smaller than this, bigger than that. If you transfer it into a smaller bottle, that, there's less space between what's left of the bourbon, in the bottle, and there's less space for the air, that could improve it. So a bottle like this, you have all this space for air to fill in. Generally, they say when it gets to this level, you kind of want to finish it up because, 6 months or so and a year or, I don't know if this is the hard and fast rule, but not that it's going to go sour, but it's going to start to kind of be a little bit flat. So in general, either you try to finish these up when you get to this point, or maybe transfer it into a smaller bottle, and along the way, whether it's halfway done, full, empty, or whatever, a little left or a lot, always keep it in a cool, dark place, and just be careful of direct sunlight and temperature fluctuations and all that. In the meantime, in the interest of finishing bottles up, we will. Knob Creek Single Barrel Select 120 proof Wegmans Private Selection. 75 corn, 13 rye, 12 malted barley. This one is just about 10 years old and quite good. Cheers. Still tastes fresh to me, but we will be finishing this up. And just as a side note, I will tell you, as I mentioned in a previous video, I did finally see a Knob Creek cast strength bottle by me. The only problem was it was 123 proof. This is 120 proof. It was about 10 years old. So was this. This was like $59, and that was $79. I'm not going to pay another $20 for 3 proof points in the same age. So if you're looking for those cast strengths, you got to, in my opinion, you should try to find one that is somewhat higher in proof than these basic single barrel selects, and or a difference in age. Something that is meaningfully different than this, because some of those could be very close in proof and age to these. So just watch out for that, and watch your bottles too. Start getting down, finish them, transfer them into smaller bottles. Just watch how you keep them. Cheers.